Buddy, Dave from Interactives. It's been a while since I've been on camera. We have a different video for you today. We're going to attempt to pair the Euatha species red, male and female, see how it goes. So look forward to that, and hopefully everything's well, and I will show you guys what goes on here. We'll probably break it up into little segments and then go from there. So stay tuned, and let's cross our fingers. Hello everybody, it is a wonderful day. Today we are going to attempt to pair my Euatha species female, the Euatha species red, or some people are saying Homoioma species fire, whichever you prefer. I don't think that either is wrong or right at this moment. With another person's male, Jordan Hopscotch, this is his male. He came to me via Pelt Friction because they had him to pair with their female there. So we're trying to get him through the cycle, as many females as we can get him to. So we're going to see how he does. You can see there the little guy is right there. He is a trooper. He ate the other day. She's eaten twice since he's been in. So we're going to see if we can't just kind of slowly coax him up there to her and see what happens. He is rather calm. There you go, buddy. Go right up. Need help? No, you got it. Okay, now let's see what happens. They were next to each other. I didn't hear or witness any tapping or anything of that nature, and he may kind of want to walk around a little bit. I do have two catch cups here just in case. I don't expect anybody to run, but both of them are very adventurous, and it wouldn't surprise me one bit if they both decided to walk different ways. I had considered doing a hand pairing, letting them just crawl onto my hand, the two of them, and see if they would pair on my hand, but I was worried about holding myself still. I was afraid the camera would just be too shaky, and we wouldn't really get good filming. So what we're going to do is we're going to kind of like pause it and then bring it back, and pause it and bring it back like I've done before. So I just wanted to get them introduced here, and we'll see what they do, and once anything, or if anything happens, I'll bring you guys back. Okay, so actually it has only been a minute or two since I paused you guys. He has walked his way right over to there. Started doing his vibrations, his drumming, and she is responding in a way that I would hope that she would. She's also drumming back to him inside. I'm sure he's trying to figure out where she is right now. And well, I'm going to be excited if this goes smoothly. I'd like to get him, I guess his next stop is to Warren. Warren, I can't even remember his last name. He's a friend of Tom Patterson's up in probably New York area. So that would be the next stop. You can see how he's shimmying there, he's vibrating, and he's doing his little just kind of back and forth, and he'll tap, and then he'll move. And that was just a small first contact there. I'm really super excited about this. These, well, you're okay, buddy. The males are very hard to come by. You don't find mature males very often, and that's why they're a premium. So we want to try and get him to as many females as possible. We need her to be receptive. If it doesn't work today, then we'll try again a few days from now. You can see him doing his courting moves there. I've got a bit of a cold. I usually get this happens during the fall. A lot of times, actually, season changes for me. I get bronchitis. I get bronchitis actually pretty easily, and when I feel it coming on, like I feel it coming on now, of course with the asthma it makes it a little bit worse, but I generally just call my doctor and they'll write me a prescription for a Z-Pack, and I'll do the Z-Pack for a week and be golden. And then it may happen one more time during the winter time, and then I usually am pretty good. But if I don't get it early enough, then I'm coughing and I can't breathe, and it's miserable. And it feels like, you know, your air, you can hear me wheezing when I'm breathing. You can hear that. And that's just trying to take air in. And a lot of times with asthma, it's the exhaling of air that is more difficult. You can breathe in, but it's hard to exhale air, and that's then when you get the bronchitis, it just makes things 10 times worse. So, excuse me, let me take deep breaths. I'll generally use my rescue inhaler a little bit more during times like this than I would any other time. I generally don't use my rescue inhaler very often. Okay, we're going to pause here, and then we'll pick them back up if anything happens from here. Okay, well, we're back. Everything was good up to this point. Things went south here in this next clip. So I thought that I would break in here and warn you that things didn't go well for him. So if you proceed past this point, please be warned that you're going to see something that you wouldn't have expected to see. I did not expect it in the least bit. Things happened or rather quickly, and I wanted to do this, and Jordan, who owns the mail, I asked him first before I did this, before I uploaded this. I didn't want to do it without his permission because it was his mail, and I felt that I owed that to him, even though there wasn't much I could do. And you'll see, if you do watch past this, you'll see a quick copulation. I'm hoping that it was, it took, I'm not banking on it because it was rather quick. And then you'll see him back out and her come up. You'll see my stick that I have that I kind of put in between them, and everything really seemed fine. It didn't seem to me like there was going to be any aggression whatsoever. And then the next part happened, which actually doesn't really happen on film because it happened so quickly. I didn't even have a chance to react, literally. I mean, I had no chance whatsoever to react. So please be warned that you are going to see something that you probably, it's I don't want to say it's graphic because you don't actually see the what happens, but you see the aftermath of what happens, and they're such a beautiful species, and I mean, you don't know how bad I feel, really. It's devastating, really, absolutely devastating. I mean, I've known Jordan through the groups. It's not like we really talked, and this came about through Garrett at Pulp Friction, and I got a hold of Jordan, and we talked about things, and you know, it was right before everything happened in the video. You'll see that I probably jinxed us. I mentioned that we want to get him through as many females as we can before his time is up, or before one of the females decides that he's going to be lunch, and unfortunately that was today. So yeah, not a good day today. It was shaping up to be a great day, and it didn't turn out that way. So stay tuned if you want to watch. If you don't want to watch, and you feel free to ask me questions, you can message me down below. You can pause here and not watch any further. So with that being said, we'll see you in the next clip. Okay, he has been doing some serious work on the side of her burrow there, and he just came around. She came out. Now they're actually engaging a little bit here with, yes, I'm a male and you're a female. I'm interested. Are you interested? just need her to come out. She's come to the entrance of her burrow a couple times, and he's gone over there, and not that he backs her back down, but she kind of retreats a little bit when he tries to approach her. You can see him vibrating. They're such cute little spiders, so unbelievably cute. Very placid. I've held him the other day. I fed him, gave him water. Later on, he was all done eating, and I opened up the lid to pull out a little piece of the cricket leg that he ripped apart, and he crawled right onto my hand. So he's very placid, she's very placid, which is absolutely normal for this species. And this is, I think, really why we want to try and breed these as much as we can and get him through as many females as possible before his time is up, or one female decides that, I don't want you to go in there, dude. I'd rather you get her to come out here, but I'm going to take a pairing any way we can get it. Problem is I don't have a very good visual, and I'm not going to be able to do much of anything to help him if she decides to do anything now. Oh, he's already there. There you go. Be nice now. Be nice. Be nice. Be nice. Nah, that's not good. Jordan, I'm sorry. She came out, if you saw the last part, she came out here of the burrow, and she pushed him up here. And when they got to that point, she just plowed him. There was nothing I could do to stop him. God, I feel terrible. This is what you always worry about when you're breeding with somebody else's male or with somebody else's female, that something like this happens. And it hasn't happened to me yet in the pairings I've done. I was really worried about my GBB, but of course this is the one that you really wanted to do the most, and she didn't want to have anything to do with it. He had her up in the air here, and I thought they were copulating here, and she pushed him right over to here before I could even get a chance to do anything. So sorry, buddy. I really am. I don't know what to say. My female's a bitch, apparently. So we're gonna end this here, and yeah, I'm a little upset now. Yeah, I'm actually not a little upset. I'm a lot upset here. This is pretty disheartening. Okay, to summarize again, thanks to Jordan for the opportunity. I'm sorry that it failed, of course. Nobody ever wants it to fail, but the reason I decided to put the video up is for educational purpose, just to show people that this isn't a game. It's not as easy as putting two spiders together and that's it. There's so much more involved with it, and even doing it with a very, very laid-back placid, probably one of the most placid species that are in the hobby, things can go wrong, and unfortunately today they did. And it as a person, when you're the one that's doing it, you second guess yourself. Is breeding for me? With something like this, I know I couldn't have stopped it. Maybe there were some signs that I didn't see when she came out. Maybe I should have just stopped it right there and just stopped her from going any further. But again, when you're trying to breed, you're thinking of the breeding, and I thought maybe that they would come out. That's what I wanted her to do. I wanted her to come out so that they would be out in the open. It would give me a little bit more leeway to work with them. And actually, we were better off with her in the burrow than her coming out, because when she did, and she turned that corner. If you did watch it, she turned that corner. She pounced up on the top behind her burrow there, the cork bark. She pounced. It was literally like that, and there was no way I could get there. None whatsoever. I can't react that quickly. So, yeah. Well, again, thanks for watching. I hope that it's not really educational. I hope it didn't really bring anybody down. I'm sure it's going to, because I sure am. I know Jordan's upset and sad, and I know, I talked to Kat and Peyton, and they had the link that I put one part in an unlisted link so that they could see it, so that Jordan can see it before I decided to put the clips together and upload it. So, yeah, that's where we're at. So again, thanks for tuning in, everybody. I'm not going to ask for likes and comments, and I'm sure people are going to comment down below, and just know that I did everything I possibly could do, and all I can do is hopefully find another male, and if she doesn't actually, if this wasn't successful, hopefully I can find another male, and I could try again and get some babies to him some way. Hopefully the pairing at Pelt Friction went well, and they'll produce. So, okay, well, that's it for today, and I mean, I have a bunch of other stuff coming up. I have a nice, cool little collab. Well, it's a big, huge collab, I think, in the end, with Bluegrass Inverts. He's got to do his video before anybody else does, and you'll see when it happens. I did pick up another 5.5 gallon aquarium, the Zoomed, I think it is, right? Zoomed's the same one as my Balfouris are in, because they were 50% off, and you can't really go wrong for $18. I'm considering putting, where is she? Oh, yeah, over there somewhere, right? She's actually back there, yeah, back there. Constance, which is the Brachypelma homori, into there, so we have a better visual of her, and she's down over here with the other gals. So, well, I don't know what to say. Oh, bad day. So, thanks, and well, happy keeping from here, and we'll talk to everybody soon.